My name is Rafael, you're watching Record Garage, and today I'm going to show you 3 legendary bassists who already praised the Red Hot Chili Peppers bass player, Flea. But first, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your comment. Well, the Red Hot Chili Peppers success, certainly a big part of it is due to Flea and Anthony Kiedis, who were the only 2 constant members of the band during their entire existence. And Flea is certainly a really underrated bass player, and he was praised by many incredible artists over the years, and today we're going to talk about 3 of them. The first one is Geddy Lee, the Rush keyboardist, vocalist, and bass player. Geddy praised Flea a few times, and especially in an interview back in 2019, Amazon Music asked him to list 22 songs that inspired his bass playing consciously or subconsciously. And one song that he chose was Give It Away by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and he mentioned it Flea. And this is what he said. He is a monster player. Flea is one of the great, contemporary bass players. His influences are so funk-driven, yet he can do anything. On Give It Away, he's just like the bass player in Come Together, like the bass in so many great pop songs. He's providing an alternate rhythm for the drums and an alternate melody. Also, he's working at the bottom of the neck and the top of the neck. He's going back and forth between, which is always love as a bass player, which I always love as a bass player. That's a perfect example of that. So that's what Geddy said about Flea. And we also going to talk now, the second one that praised Flea was the late legendary Yes bassist Chris Squire. That's right, Chris Squire already praised Flea, as you can see, till now 2 mainly progressive rock bass players. And he was in an interview with East Village radio show, which was called Beyond is Beyond, the show, back in 2009, a few years before Chris sadly passed away, 6 years more precisely before his death at the age of 67. He was asked which bass players were some of the best of all time, and he mentioned it Flea. And this is what he said. At first, he said he couldn't answer, but then recalled Flea, and he said, "I'm a big Flea fan. He's really good." And in 2023, he revealed in a post, an article posted in Yes official website, and he would list songs that inspired him over the years, and one of them was Red Hot Chili Peppers' Higher Ground. And this is what he said: "A couple of guys that I like to mention who are younger than myself are Flea from Red Hot Chili Peppers." This is what he said about Higher Ground. it was really short, but he praised Flea at least 2 times, as you can see. And the third one is another great singer, songwriter, and bass player who sadly left us too soon a few years ago, who was Mr. Lemmy Kilmister, the leader of Motorhead, and he already praised Flea as well. He was in an interview with Guitar World back in 2003. He listed some of his favorite bass players of all time, that actually bass players that he respected. And the position number 5, it was Flea. And this is what he said: "I think he's very good indeed. Excellent. He's an innovator, and what he does stands out." And Flea also had a lot of respect for Lemmy and for Motorhead. In 2015, he lamented Lemmy's death, and also back in 2020, a few years after Lemmy's death, he posted happy birthday to Lemmy on his birthday, which is December 24. So these are the three bassists that already, legendary bassists who already praised Red Hot Chili Peppers' Flea, who I think is certainly a really underrated bass player who tends to get overlooked, maybe because of Red Hot Chili Peppers' success, or since they're a mainstream band and adored by people outside rock and roll music. Maybe the rock and roll fans tend to see him as not a great bass player as the other great rock and roll, hard rock, heavy metal bands, but he is a really incredible bass player. If you want to read more, you can go to the description, visit the article we wrote about it. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your comment. Thank you for watching, and I see you later.